And we are back. All right. What is happening, good people? After a long hiatus, we are
Mm-hmm.
now back. Sorry for the break, but the break was needed. But anyway, we got a dope show for everyone tonight. If you don't know where you are, what you're tuning into, you are here at No BS Allowed TV, and you are watching Friday Night Live with with me, King P, aka Big Game James, aka The Ice Nine, aka Pastor Offering, aka that guy, aka the reason why you are here. And also the reason why you are here tonight is Miss Robbie is here. Say what up to the people. Miss Robbie, say what's up to the people. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. If Robbie's having technical difficulties, we cannot hear her. Cannot hear you. Cannot hear you. All right. Yeah. Well, she'll be back. She'll be back. We gonna give everybody a minute to roll up in here and all that. All right. Can't hear you. All right. Can't say something. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. All right. Well, she's gonna get that together. But in the meantime, in between time, um, we got somebody waiting in the lobby. We're gonna bring him on in, brother S. Dot. Bring him on in. Hey, what's happening, my man? What's good?
Hey, yo, what's up, my man?
Nothing much, man. Hey, it's Friday night, and you know how we do, and we back at this again. We
Yes,
have
sir.
we have a dope show topic for the people tonight. All right, so we just gonna let everybody get a chance to get on up in here. All right, bring Robbie back in here.
Si, senor.
All right,
Hey,
all right. Yeah, we can hear you now. I don't know what was going on.
yeah, I got a phone call and it interrupted my damn stream. Yeah.
All right. Well, tell people you live now. They gotta wait. They gotta wait. Um, you know, hell,
This,
tell them to tune in. Tell them to get off your phone and tell them to tune in.
I didn't even answer. That's the crazy part about it. So I didn't understand why it still interrupted.
Yeah, well, they'll be all right. Shoot them a text. Tell them tune in. They ain't doing shit else. They ain't doing nothing else. they ain't got nothing else going on. They calling. They making phone calls and everything. Who calls anybody anymore?
Yeah. My phone wasn't ringing at all, and then it just started ringing. I'm like, what the hell y'all want?
Right, but that's always as soon as you start doing something, that's when somebody want to call. Phone won't ring none during the day. You go take a shower, phone ring. Go to the
Yep.
restroom, phone ring. You know what I
That's me. Anytime I go take a bath, my phone starts blowing up. I'm like, listen, people, listen.
Yeah, see. So
Hey,
I'm like,
Esther.
Hey, Miss Robbie, how are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
Glad to hear that. Me and all my Libra glory. I know it grosses you
Shut up.
out, but I'm
oh
here for
yeah,
Shut
that.
up.
oh yeah, Libra gang in the building.
Shut up. Shut up.
In the building. You already
Arms
know.
of Satan. Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Ah,
That's just so disrespectful.
Satan,
So
Satan,
disrespectful.
Satan. Like
Yes, that's
Right.
what I said.
Satan,
Satan.
Yes, that's what I said.
Satan.
I mean,
Yes.
I
come
don't know.
on, man.
I don't know what whomever did to you, but if
Right.
I ever meet that brother, me and him gonna have that. Cause like I be
I
like you
told you
say,
I've been through three
son of
Libras and I'm
Satan.
good.
You
Three?
say,
Yes.
Oh hell.
September, early October, late October. I'm good.
Nah. You just didn't
I'm
get with
good.
the right people. That's
No.
all. You can't
Mm-mm.
you can't
All
hold
y'all.
that against us. You cannot.
All of y'all just want to Satan. Mm-hmm.
You can't.
oh,
You can't.
I
just to
told my
hear
niece
that.
this just the other day because she's a Libra too. Matter of fact, her birthday's tomorrow. Happy
All
early
right.
birthday, Janisha.
Yeah. Shout out to her. Happy birthday.
How can we destroy prejudice when you use statements like that?
Exactly.
Oh, oh,
I told her the same.
These claims are unfounded. It
It
is
is founded.
unreasonable.
It's founded. I
It
got
is an
evidence.
outrage,
I got
and
receipts.
and we need justice.
just yes.
I
We
got
need
receipts.
justice. We have been falsely accused. It's wrong.
And I
It is
won't stand
I
for it. This whole
Exactly.
courtroom is out of order.
Yeah, when I told her that, she was like, "Well, wow, good to hear my aunt." I was like, "What I got to do with anything? You're still the spawn of Satan."
Whatever. That's just wrong. That
Hey,
is wrong. We've done nothing. We've done nothing to deserve such malice, towards us.
None
have you met
whatsoever.
you?
Nothing.
Have
We've
you
done
met
nothing.
you?
Of course,
None
I bet
whatsoever.
me. I'm the
I don't
GOAT.
think
I'm
so.
the greatest. The
That's all
hell?
in your mind.
The hell? Of
That's
course, I
all
met
in your
me. I'm
mind.
wonderful.
That's all in your mind. You were damn about 3 handfuls.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I won't deny that, but I mean, it's like healthy handfuls.
right. I mean, like you.
Right?
I mean, like I'm good for you. You find me at Whole Foods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know about all of that good for you stuff. Don't tell me
Yeah,
no
yeah.
lies.
Yeah.
If nothing else, Miss Robbie, how can you appreciate the good if you don't deal with the bad?
Right.
But it got too many of the bad. You see that?
Lies.
That's a relative term.
Exactly. All of that is
Maybe,
subjective.
maybe what has happened is you haven't dealt enough good. See?
Right. But then also you have to understand that sometimes evil actually is good.
It's necessary.
Right. It's
Evil
necessary.
is good.
You
See?
see? Of
Just
course,
think
people
about
who spawn of Satan would agree with that
it. Think
foolishness.
about it. Think about it. Evil is what got your
Wow.
ass here.
Right.
Wow.
You cannot have
So,
light without dark. You
no.
need this.
I got enough.
That's why the Libra is the best, because we are all about balance.
No.
You
Y'all
know
ain't
how bland this planet would be without Libra seasoning?
It
listen,
would be
I still
terrible.
say to
It
this
would be
day,
terrible.
stand by my statement. We should skip Libra season every year.
That's genocide. I just want you to know
Right.
that is a
Right.
form of genocide, Miss Robbie.
Right.
I'm
That
just gonna put that out there.
that's just wrong. That is just
Okay,
wrong.
I'm just saying. The crazy
That
thing,
is just
I'm
wrong.
surrounded by y'all. Okay, I got 2 nieces that are Libras, and I got you guys that are my friends. It's like, give me a
Tell you
break here.
something.
I mean, but
That's
that's a blessing.
No,
That
it's
is
not.
a blessing.
No, it's not.
It
That's the
sounds like you're
devil.
trying to buck the universe.
That's the
Exactly.
devil
You're
at
trying
work.
to buck the universe. The universe trying to help you, and you're trying to buck
No,
the
no, no,
universe.
no, 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 no. The universe is trying to take me to the grave.
Nah.
Trying to help you.
Yeah.
Right. We
How,
are great. We are great.
Right.
how
Right.
boring would your life
Great
be?
at being the spawns of Satan. There you go. You're right. You're right.
We just discussed this. Sometimes evil is good.
No.
Yin and yang.
No. I don't
Cause
want
and
to
effects.
above.
Balance.
You can keep it.
Balance.
You
Tug
can
and
keep that.
pull. Right?
You can keep that.
Come on.
You can keep that.
Where did I find this dude?
Who is that saying hey to us?
I don't know.
Let's check. Will someone check?
I
Hello
can't see
to
him.
My chat is saying empty, so I don't see it.
I think he on book though.
Yeah, they're on the
You think he
book.
on book?
Yeah, they're on the book. They're on the book. Let's see who is on the book. Shout out to all y'all though. Hey Kiki Inman. That's she said hey. What's happening,
Hi,
love?
Kiki.
All right, Miss Brand New Watkins. She said hey y'all. Hey Miss Robbie. Shout out
Hey.
to you. Yeah, we got some people watching us, whatnot. Anyway, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
While we sitting up here shooting the breeze or what have you, tonight's program, the topic is, does body count really matter? And I'm not talking about the metal group founded by one Tracy Merle, aka Ice-T. They had the banger Cop Killer back in the day, but we're not talking about them. Shout out to Ice-T though. Yeah, no. Tonight you were rocking with the Ice 9, and we are talking about that. Can you be with somebody who has done a lot of getting down with the get down? Can you actually have a healthy relationship, a healthy marriage, a healthy anything with someone who has got it in a whole lot? All right. So we're gonna chop it up tonight about that. All right. Now I got a couple of questions here. And so seeing that, I got some people here, I'm gonna ask them. First of all, ladies first.
Oh,
Miss Robbie.
Always.
yeah.
Always.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. All right. First question: would
Uh-huh.
you be with someone who has a lot of bodies under their belt?
Um, yes, because I wouldn't know because I would never ask because I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss, and I never agreed with the terminology once a whore or was a whore. Don't agree with it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's Dot. What about you, brother? Same question.
So keeping it in the grand, man, I know people might push back on it. Everybody has their own opinion, right? So if you'd have asked me this question when I was 25 and naive, I'd be like, oh, hell no, I can't deal with all them bodies. I can't deal with all them bodies, right? But then you
Mm-hmm.
get to the point. You get to a point that matters. For me, I'm seasoned, right? I'm seasoned. So like for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like how it would be difficult for me. First of all, like Robbie said, that's a question I learned not to ask. That's
Mm-hmm.
like I've had friends who fall for the booby traps is, was he better than me, nigga?
Don't answer that.
Why
Don't
are
Can
answer.
you
you
asking that?
can you really take the answer if she told you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put yourself out there like that? But I digress. But to answer your question, like, I don't think I would try to ask. So it's not for me to find out. I think it's so difficult to find somebody that you truly vibe with in this world today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not the question you should be asking. Not, but I thought about this because I know it's going to be on the show, right? I can see how somebody who may be a hypochondriac or has, issues like that might trigger something like that they need to know, or they can't operate in that same space with people. They may have to ask that question, but again, and I revert back to me, like, so if she got bodies, it ain't like I ain't got none. Now, don't get me wrong. Not like I'm not a cemetery, but I'm well in the double digits. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy here in the triple. Like I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
Okay. Okay. Now
so
see.
like,
Now see. I'm gonna need you to save that because one of my
okay, all right,
questions is about. That ties into one of the questions I'm gonna
okay.
ask tonight.
So
So we
so
we gonna
I
get we gonna get to that. But let
all
me
right.
let
So
me
I'll leave
answer.
it at that. Yeah, I'll leave it
All
at
right. All right.
that. Yeah.
Cool. 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 All right. For me, I'm like Estat. Now, back in the day when I was young and didn't really know no better or whatever, you'd ask me that question. I'd be like, oh hell no, whatever. You know what I mean? What will people say? What will other, whatever, whatever. But now as a fully grown ass man, I don't give a damn. I mean, the assumption is that you know what you're doing in the bedroom, and I know what I'm doing in the bedroom. And how do you know what you're doing? You got to get experience. However, you got that experience, ain't none of my business. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. That's it. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? Now, if you get with me and you are still, trying to get down with the get down, and now that's a different situation.
Yeah, well,
However, that's something totally different. But
yeah. You can't be
I'm
the
not.
Undertaker.
Right, exactly. I mean, but hey, as they used to say, ask me no questions, I tell you no lies.
No lie.
All right. You know what I mean? That's not going to be a question that I ask you because in all
Yeah,
honesty, I don't care. I care that you are healthy. I care that you are somebody that brings some type of value into my space. Other than that, hey, it's what it is. You know what I mean?
right.
So yeah, that's my answer. Um,
I have a question because you made me remember something that I saw on Facebook.
okay.
I saw someone saying like a low body count or no body count counts as red flag. Something is wrong with you. Do y'all agree with that?
Uh, yes and no. And what I'll start with the no first, because
Okay.
for men, if he has a okay no body count or low body count, he's not deemed as attractive. Let's just keep it a buck here because y'all know how we do. We keep it a buck here. No woman wants a man who doesn't appear to be able to get other women. All right. No woman. I don't give a damn who you are. Y'all can sit up there and lie all you want. You ain't trying to sit up there and get with no man that can't get no women.
Y'all
You
want us
ain't
to believe?
trying
Y'all want us to believe the God don't have to accept ugly y'all are? Come on.
to come on now. That's not about to happen.
Don't
So
pick it up,
so
Robbie. Don't drop the phone.
so
I'm just
so
saying.
so so for men, that is a red flag. Now with women, women are valued because of their chastity. All right. And so, especially in other cultures. And so if if you have a low body count or what have you, that means that, yeah, you are seen as somebody that is, really, a viable option, to be with. But that isn't always the case. I mean, hey, I've and I ain't gonna say no names or nothing like that. All names won't be mentioned to protect the innocent and not so innocent. That's a disclaimer. All right, moving on. I've been with some women who have had low body counts, and trust me, it was boring. And I've had some women that have had high body counts, so allegedly, and it was great. It all depends on the individual. It all depends on the vibe that you guys have established. But anyway, I'm landing my plane. That started on you. Answer.
Okay, so like I see Miss Kaiser, she kind of put it. I think she kind of beat me to it. She made a great point. First of all, how do you know what the count is?
Right.
Because it's based on what they tell you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And human beings, especially men, but especially men, have a habit of lying, right? So that's difficult within itself. You know what I'm saying, to gauge that. But interesting enough, like with Philip saying, like you won't know, right? And I don't think the relative value of the intensity of sex with that particular individual can particularly gauged on a body count, right? Um, because if she's not in touch with herself and understands her sexuality, like Philip said, like it will make for boring sex. It will make for boring sex. And unfortunately, with body counts come experience, as Phyllis touched on, and those things can open a woman up to being more progressive or aggressive or as crazy as it may sound, she understands her body, so she understands how to teach you to please her body, right? You know what I'm saying? You get that kind of connection, but that comes with experience. So I go back to the fact that you don't know what the body count is, and I feel like that's a very, very truncated way of thinking. Like back in the day, that's what it said, because you think it'd be more valuable. But a lot of guys either wanted to, I think that came from, and I hate to say it, but I think that came from a part of the community that were pimps trying to turn females to hoes, right? Because if she didn't have a body count, right, he could teach her how to have sex and he would have that control over it. It was like being the first, and you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So those, I think, doesn't make it true, right? But I think that's a mindset that really comes from the past of how we completely sexualize the woman instead of appreciating her as a total package. And they look at women for what it could gain financially, not for who she was as a whole, right? So that's where I feel like statements like that come from. Not the person that asked it, but where statements like that come from, right? Because I don't think you put the value in that. Like Philip said, like when you haven't had experience, you typically, like, every dude first time was lame. I don't care what he says.
Right.
He was lame. He was trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Because my first time was trash.
Yeah,
Complete
garbage.
Garbage. And hey, baby, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm sorry I didn't know. But you knew I didn't know what I was doing. So hey, it's what it is.
So like with that, I would say that, man. Like I don't put a lot of emphasis on body count. But again, like again, asking that question, and then I feel like part of this question too is it really makes you ask what kind of dating pool are you in?
There you go.
Like,
Therein lies the big question. Like, okay, what is your dating pool looking like? Now, of course, the cool thing to say now is that the dating pool has pee in it.
It does.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, I don't know what the hell it got in it. I'm a married man, but but what I see, as I'm a conscientious observer now. I see a lot of hurt people, just out there, just wandering around, not healed up, and they don't know which way is up. So, they're just looking for they're just looking for the next opportunity to shit on somebody else. And some of them come in pretty packages, some of them come in, not so pretty packages. And you just have a whole bunch of hurt individuals bleeding on each other. That's my observation.
And I'll say this about that. Like, so Rob, you can make a fair point. It's pee in the pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pee in marriages too.
It is.
So like, you know what I'm saying? So like
unhappy, but get married.
Right, but I guess what I say that to say this, right? The pool is only going to be as good as how much chlorine you keep in it, right? And who you allow inside of it, right? So I say that to say this, and like Philip said, he's an observer, as am I. I'm a married man, right? So you can't what you see. But I am honest with that. Like, I do feel sorry for people out there trying to date now, because not only, like Philip said, we do have a lot of layered trauma that has continued to happen to individuals, and the inability not to deal with that, like Philip said, like hurt people. So the blood just ends up on somebody else, right? So it just keeps going, and they really don't have. And unfortunately, the people they think relationships supposed to look like are not. They're not reality, even if it's on a reality show, right? It's not what it is. It's like, I think we had a couple of posts in this group and others where, I'm saying, people talk about like it's. I'm trying to think of the analogy. Most often in this particular part of our culture, right, we only see the last 10 seconds of the race.
Yep.
The victory, right? You know what I'm saying? Going across the line. Like, we don't see the training, the disappointments, the loss, the struggle, the hearts that had to have, the times when, when one of you were down, the other had to pick you up, and when it was vice versa. And as you get to know people and you understand that some mistakes made by people, even in relationships, are accidental and not intentional, right? But once you get that, you can build on that foundation. But we tend not to show that. And that's just us as a culture right now. That doesn't sell. That's not where the money's at. That's not where the views, the likes, or the clicks.
What's broken. That's what it is.
So like that's what I say that, man. Like but I say that to say this too, though. I think there are a lot of really good people out there. But they haven't tapped into their goodness enough, because it seems to be like that's not rewarded. That's not rewarded. And I think a lot of us, men and women, to a degree, just have some unreal expectations.
Yeah, some of y'all, like, I'm just saying it like this. Some of y'all crazy as hell. some of y'all crazy as hell. The old song says, "Nothing from nothing leaves nothing." A lot of y'all got less than nothing and want everything. How's that gonna work? How's it gonna work? It don't work. But then you mad at the world because you have nothing to offer anybody. And I'm not talking about monetary things. We need to get up off that whole monetary thing. All right. You can't buy. I mean, there's a lot of things in this life you can buy, especially now. You can buy a new body, you can buy a new car, you can buy a new house, but you cannot buy a heart. You can buy a physical heart, but you can't buy a mind. You know what I mean? The thoughts, and everything. You can't buy character. You can't buy ethics. You can't buy that stuff. And people think that you could just put something in the microwave and boom, it's all ready. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like how you said, people don't see what it took to get to a certain level. I mean, it's highlight culture. You know what I mean? It's highlight culture. You see the dude catching the touchdown pass, but you didn't see him in training camp when he was throwing up, you know what I mean, and all that, getting in shape. You're running his routes, practicing and all that over and over, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you didn't see all that other hard work. You just see what you see on Sunday. You know what I mean? And that's all people care about. Okay, you don't care what gets you to that point. And unfortunately, it's people just don't want to do that work. They just want to get there, and it don't work that way.
And I think often too with that though, P, is like some people have put themselves in a position where they don't have enough time to do the work. They don't feel like they got enough time to do the work. You know what I'm saying? They've unfortunately wasted time elsewhere, and now they want to hurry up and get it so they can enjoy the good relationship. But you can't have that without the work, which will take time. And like something I always say, everything costs. Everything. In some way, shape, or form. It's going to cost you. So like if you want to be great in a relationship, it's going to cost you. If you want to be great, if you want to be great at anything, it's going to cost you. I was telling a group of guys when I went out to a prison this week. I told them that discipline to those who are unfamiliar with your journey or didn't appreciate your presence at a time will look like betrayal. Because once you start to focus in on something and you develop this, you got a straight line to it, right? Those without discipline or know what discipline looks like, it's foreign matter to them. It's like they feel like this has been disregarded. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of the fact that you've matured and the people that care about you will root for you, even if you're not with them.
Exactly.
So I just use that as an example.
And I want to add something to this whole. I want to add some more context to this whole thing. See, we are in the midst of a revolution. If you know, for all of us old heads and whatnot, gray beards, you know, we're in the midst of a revolution, and that revolution is the ratchet revolution. And so, therefore, you see a lot of heinous activities, popping off, and it's being promoted and rewarded. So people are thinking that this is the norm now, and it's bucking up against people's value system. And so, whenever you see somebody on TV, and they acting a fool and whatever whatever. I don't want to name them people's names. Y'all know who the hell they are. You know what I mean? When you see them type of people on TV, or whatever, or in the videos or whatever, and you see that they got fans and you see that they're getting attention and all that and whatnot, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, damn, is that the route that I need to go? Is that what I need to engage in? Or better yet, you start thinking that everybody is like that. You know what I mean? I heard something in another video, and I'm just going to paraphrase it. A man who is about his purpose and he's on his grind and whatnot, he's not worried about a woman's body count. He's not worried about a woman's body count because he's too busy doing the things necessary to make himself a better man. So he's not sitting up there like, yo, he's not even putting himself in a position to even deal with somebody who he thinks might be sitting up there, doing some crazy stuff, because that's what it's all about. It ain't about the past per se. The past is the past. You can't clean that up. And you don't even know what sparked that. You're worried about getting with somebody and they in their past still being with them, their past still, being the present. And if that's where you are, then you need not be dealing with anybody. It's just what it is.
That's no win.
But Robbie, I'll let you have the floor.
What?
I'll let you have the floor.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? Do you not understand how this works?
You're not going to answer your own question,
right? Are you drinking?
Oh,
you sure?
I
know we've been gone for a minute, but I mean, come on now. You're like, what?
Oh gosh. Like I said, I have no problem with whatever the body count, high or low. It doesn't matter to me. Really don't care. Not because somebody body count is low means they're inexperienced, because they could have multiple experience with those low counts. So I disagree.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, this gets to my second question, and we kind of already answered it, but I'll ask it anyway. Are you actually asking how many partners your significant other, your potential significant other, has had. And we have a guest. We have a new guest joining our panel, Miss Eugenia.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey, introduce yourself.
I'm Eugenia. I live
Eugenia,
in
excuse me.
yes, I live in Houston, Texas. I'm a U.S. contractor, so I'm just joining today to give a little input.
Sweet.
All right. All right. Now, do you like Libras?
I love people.
What?
I love people. I love people.
I, I,
I'm just
I, I mean, well, Miss Robbie here has she has a preconceived prejudice against Libras, and we are in the middle of Libra season. I believe that she should be arrested for this.
And she is
mine
not
is Scorpios. Mine is Scorpio. The way she
Oh,
feel
boy.
about Libras, I feel about Scorpios.
What is it all about these signs, man? Jeez, what are these guys doing out here?
Right.
Sheesh.
What is going on?
Wow. You compare a whole segment of people to Hades. That is rough.
They act alike. I mean, every Scorpio, well, let me say this. Every Scorpio male that I've ever dealt with, ever met, my son's a Scorpio, my ex-husband's a Scorpio, they act alike, and they will make you act. You will need an orange jumpsuit fooling with them if your mind ain't right. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah. See, well, I think Scorpios act like that because they come after us. They come after us. So they just trying to do anything and everything to get some attention. You know what I mean? Because they coming on stage after Michael Jackson and tore the house down. So they gotta do something.
They are horrible.
They gotta do
They're
something.
good. Okay, let me say this: they're good people, but they're self-centered, they're selfish, and they play too many games. Instead of just being straight up honest, this is what it is, they will go around the block, up the street, down the corner, and then want you to follow all of that. And when you're like, nah, I ain't doing all that, then they get in their feelings. So it's a bit much dealing with a Scorpio.
That sounds like a Drake record.
I'm just saying.
Gotta be honest, that sounds like a lot of people I know, like at least that I know of. Like that is Scorpio. I think that's maybe something to do with the culture. But I digress. I will not take. I will not push back on somebody's opinion of their experiences.
Thank you.
Exactly. We won't do that. We won't do that,
ma'am.
How do you push back with me and the Libras then?
That's like different. Like you came out the gate like. You came out the gate like the Constantine scene where the dude cutting the stomach open with the baby finna come out because I'm a spawn of Satan. Like instead of head, I got horns and a
right?
tail.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I just go around causing all kind of trouble. Now I
right.
admit I'm a bit mischievous and petty, but outside of that, like,
so you don't see the hump when you look in the mirror.
Oh, I cut deep, Robbie.
That's just wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. And you know what?
I
mean,
I still love you.
But you still
love you.
You still should be jailed for such malfeasance. I cannot.
Point.
As long as you know, if I come up missing, you first on the suspect list. You just remember you said spawn Satan where I need to be at. They come to you, and I hope it's Joe Kendall.
and we'll be discussing it on Salid's show, talking about unsolved mysteries and crimes.
If you know who killed Sean Davis, just tell us.
Shout out to brother Salid over at King Shit Productions. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. All right, Miss Burkett. We are discussing, what the show's topic is. So, we got to backtrack a bit since you weren't here, but it's all good. You know what I mean? She's on Central Standard Time. You know what I mean? But hey, it's all love. It's all love. All right. First question. Would you be with someone who has a large body counts.
Okay, so this is how I feel about that situation. Why do you care how many bodies this person has prior to you? So the way I look at it, a person wants to know for a few if they're insecure, then they want to know because they want to know what they're competing against. What was this person like? Or it's ridiculous to me. You don't need to
Mhm.
know what the person was involved with before you. So the other flip side to that is, can a man handle when he asks a woman that and her body count is high? And the answer is no, because then she's labeled. But the problem is, if she's single and she doing her, it shouldn't matter. She didn't know him, she doing her, they not dating, So my thing, why is it so different between men and women? If a woman has a high body count and the man has the same body count, but she's labeled and he's not. So the answer to that is no. I don't think it matters. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, and you're right. I agree. But to answer a question that you just asked,
Mhm.
why does it matter to men, to a lot of men? Real simple. It's respect. Men care more about respect than anything, and they definitely want respect from other men. Now, unfortunately, some men still engage in locker room activities, and S Dot can attest to what those are. You know,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was in the choir, sir. Thank you very much.
I was too, but I've been in a few locker rooms as well. So, in all seriousness, like I had an associate back in the day or whatever that got involved with a certain young lady or what have you, and they stopped dealing with each other or whatnot, because in his words they were out there. She was out there. Well, basically what happened is that he found out that one of the guys that we used to hoop with, she had got with. And
Mhm.
so his little ego couldn't take that. And so it
There
was
we
like,
go.
all right. You know what I mean? And but the flip side about it is that you have all these cats that pride themselves in being able to take a female from another man, right? So I mean, so it's cool if so it's cool if it works that way, but but if she was already with somebody previously, then you hurt. All of that is corny, man. All of it is corny and it's just lame. But
Let me say this on what
mhm.
you just said. Okay. That's the same as a young lady dating a guy. He dumps her for somebody that she knows. He the man. That's how, as a man, he the man, because now he's messed with her home girl, her cousin, boo boo, everybody. So it don't matter how many body or wreckage he's left in his path. But again, it's about a man's ego. But women, we got egos too. I mean, it bothers us the same as it bothers men, but we just do it, we handle it in a different way, because we just be like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. And 9 times out of 10, we gonna come the back way, but we promise you gonna feel what you did to us. I mean, that's how women are. So men should just kind of think more about how they handling a woman, because in in my opinion, a woman can do it 10 times better than what a man does. And he just cannot handle what he dishes out.
So I want to say this. I think it's twofold. You make an excellent point. You make an excellent point, man. You too, Phil. Part of the problem is it's a stigma that we have allowed to continue from generation to generation, right? Especially
Mhm.
for us males, right? there was the thing about, like you said, the locker room talk. Guys were revered for their ability to, for lack of a better term, convince women to have sex with them. I'm not going to use other terms that we use. It was just as dumb or boisterous, but it means the same thing, right? And most times that was from other guys who had no concept or felt like they had no chance, right, of ever having experience with a woman like that he's talking about. Now, mind you, in hindsight, we don't know if he's telling the truth or lying, but it sounds so good you want to follow along with that. So I say that to say this, me personally, because of the generation I'm in, when I talk to a young man about things of this issue or conversations leading into that, I feel like I have an obligation to further educate him on the realities of relationships and how to deal with individuals and how there's a cost. There's a cost to everything. Like I said that previously, there's a cost to everything. So it's interesting enough, right? And I think there was some time ago, like this is something I remember them saying, they're talking about, it was a fair point, and I know it pissed a lot of guys off, but it was a fair point. They were speaking as which, like, women were like, well, we don't want you to go out there and, for lack of a better term, sex yourself all the way out, and then all I get is a limp dick. Right? That's fair, right? But guys didn't like that. But like I said, everything has a cost. So also, everything has a limit, right? So I tried to explain to my son, I put it this way to him. I'm not telling you not to enjoy life. Be safe. But I'm going to keep it real with you. You only got so many F's in you. Now, if you go waste them F's on tawdry females and you get married and you can't own your wife's climax, you're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror on that one. Now, you can take the ED pills, you want all that stuff right there, but for me, it was trying to get them the tunnel vision to understand. Because I feel like my generation has an obligation to try to tell them, don't make mistakes we made, man. Don't fall for these traps, man. Don't do that. Don't miss out on a great thing because you were greedy or didn't have the concept of the repercussions of hurting someone. So, and I don't think that message is pounded into enough of our young men. So I take that as a heavy responsibility. I think that's something we should be doing more, because what Philip is saying, what you're saying, is very true. Educate fellas on, like, women are 10 times smarter, 10 times slicker. I know guys say, well, I can tell. No, the fuck you can't. Not like that. Now, if you're mature enough and understand, like, now how she treats you then to how she treats you now, that could be a pretty good indicator. But part of that's also knowing yourself and understanding that even with this ego, right? Even with this ego, it looks like Mount Vesuvius. But what guys tend to learn as they get older is that ego may look huge, but it's as fragile as China. It can be easily broken, shifted, or messed up in so many different ways. So I do agree. I agree with both you guys, but I think it's part of those who know better should take an active lesson and take every opportunity they can to teach somebody better. So we can try to start correcting, you know what I'm saying, these generational, these genocidal things. We continue to keep rotating over like it makes sense. And like we know the sexualization of individuals is a moneymaker now. But again, you ain't gonna be sexy forever. That shit gonna fall off eventually.
No, and not even just not even just that. We have to start really just giving these young bloods the real, like, okay, you don't want to be doing all of that because, okay, there's things that you cannot get rid of. All right, there's diseases you can't get rid of, but then there's also a thing called kids. All right, like, we all have grown up around individuals that had, multiple kids by the time before we were 20 years old, and they just kept on going, and now them same cats, you know what I mean, they got a basketball team, they got a football team, or whatever. Hell, some of them are still making babies. You know what I mean? And the ramifications of that, you can't be at multiple places at one time. So you having 5 and 6 kids, and in some cases double digit kids and all that. No, the ramifications on your life, as far as physical, emotionally, definitely financially, all of that. You know what I mean? We need to really be drilling that into these young cats' heads. Like, hey, yo, you don't want to do none of that. You know what I mean? You don't want to do none of that. Yeah, definitely have fun, live your life, but not everything is about an orgasm. Not everything is
Right.
about a nuts. You know what I mean? Hey, enjoy the ladies,
Yeah.
and enjoy life, but no, don't, none of that. None of that at all. We got a comment here, hanging out. So cheers, fam. Body count, self-love, and yes, experience with common sense and responsibility. Don't lose value playing with life, but gain wisdom without straight head. Okay. I don't know who said that, but shout out to you.
I think that was Kiki.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Kiki.
Kiki.
All right, we got another one. I don't want to know anyone's body count. You're
Can
right.
I say something on that
Sure.
comment
Sure.
about knowing your person's body count? If your mind is not in the right place and you ask that question and you get the wrong answer, then what? Now, you in relationships, people always saying, be honest, tell me the truth. Do you really want the truth? Can you handle the truth? You know, and then once you find out the truth, why does it always change how you see that person? You ask the question. I don't think anybody goes into a relationship saying, yeah, I screwed 25 guys. Okay, now what? Don't ask, don't want to know. It's that simple. It keeps peace. Honestly, that's what I feel. I think it keeps peace between the man and the woman. But if you really know, if you really want to know, are you ready for what that person has to say?
Right, right. And I just think that if the past isn't affecting the present, why the hell are you worried about it? I mean, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I'll use me again. Hey, I had a lady friend who did porn back in the day. She was one of the coolest people I met. You know what I mean? But she before she met me, she, she did a few things. Okay. All right, whatever. I mean, that didn't make me think any less of her. I mean, it's all about how you are now when you are rocking with me. Now, what you do when you away from me, that ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do with me. If I'm still associated with you or whatnot, and you were doing something that what I mean, that may have others frown upon me or whatever, then we'll address that. But as far as all that, what you did before you got with me, ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think we
what
was
it
able to
is.
touch. I think we was able to touch on that just before she came in too. That if that's a question on your mind, then I think you need to seriously ask yourself. Say, are you ready for a relationship? A serious relationship? Because like so you telling me if you got somebody that we shouldn't be like that, but if somebody checked 9 of your 10 boxes, and the 10th one is because they got an extra bottom account you don't agree with, you gonna blow that shit in this type of dating pool? Well, you deserve what you get.
Mhm.
Right,
You
right.
deserve what you get.
Hey, let's just be honest. I mean, hey,
Yeah,
not everybody qualifies to shop at Neiman Market. Some of y'all are shopping at the discount stores because that's all you can afford. Now, a lot of y'all probably will not like that analogy, but it is the odds honest truth. Not everybody is top tier. Not everybody is that girl, that guy, unless you're talking about me. But anyway,
I
but
think you
no,
could have said.
seriously,
I think you could have said some people just say not everybody's compatible.
yeah. Well, not everybody's compatible, but not everybody qualifies for what it is that they profess to want.
Well, there
I
you
mean,
go. That's why you're
there
not compatible.
you still have people out here who want to go get Rolls Royces, but only got Kia money. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's just what it is. And so you know what I mean? So some of y'all ain't gonna get the individual that you want because you don't qualify for that. And you won't actually go to the place where, you know what I mean, you do qualify for because you feel like you're too good for that. Oh well. Oh well. Sad but true. But you'll be all right. Anyway, second question is, well, we all pretty much answered this question, which was, are you actually asking how many partners your potential significant other or your significant other has actually had? We all said universally, hell no. That's lame, that's whack, and you know what I mean, you know, and you should go and play in traffic if you're still doing that. But the
look a ball.
seriously, you got problems. You need to go ahead and, you know, work that out. But the other question is, in the event that you do, you know, have a actual discussion about this, and that person is willing to tell you, how many is too many? How many is too many? Ladies first. Miss Burkett, it's on you.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna put me on the spot. Okay, so being ex-military, I've traveled everywhere, did that, been there, done it, the whole 10 yards. But I was single, so you do what you do. I don't know what the max number would be. It's like, if that's who you want to be with, and that's who you want to do, it is what it is, you know? So what gives you the right to tell me I've slept with too many people? You didn't know me. I was single. It doesn't affect your life. So, you know, that's my intake on it.
Okay. All right. That's that.
I'm only laughing. I was just thinking about the scene with, I can't think about what movie it was. Dude, I guess somebody told the camera like three. Oh, you tawdry slut. and I was thinking, because like I think like guys from my generation had that kind of fake outrage. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like I think you made it, for instance, like you met someone she was in porn, right? So she got paid to do that, right? So do those bodies count? Or was it profession? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know where to begin with that. Like that's not. Put it this way. I'm at a point where happiness and comfort is a must, right? And if somebody brings me those things, including peace, I mean, all the other stuff, we get past all that. Like I just don't see me. I think that's a destructive path down. That's a destructive path to a relationship that's just not going to work out, because you're not. I just feel like you're not solid enough to understand that people grow and they change, right, and they go through different stages of their life. And I mean, we joke around and people use like I'm in my whole stage, stuff like that. But people go through stages of life, and a lot of times it's just masking either trauma or the fact that the generation before us gave us no fucking instructions. Pardon my French. I don't want you to get demonetized. I'm sorry. But they gave us.
Hey, I'm not at 500 subscribers yet, so I'm not getting any money.
All right.
Let's
you're knocking on the door, brother. You're knocking on the door. I'm happy for you. But I say that to say this, like our generation used fear to try to regulate us in those things instead of honesty. And because of that, you know what I'm saying, those lines will continuously clash. And I can remember instances in the hood where you had young ladies. I didn't realize it then because I didn't have the maturity to understand they were seeking acceptance by having sex with the guys in the neighborhood, because they wasn't getting it someplace else. And none of us had the maturity or the understanding, somebody to tell us, hey, stop. You don't have to do that.
Right.
You don't.
Right.
You don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You are so much more valuable than that. You know what I'm saying? And but again, that's where I'm at on that, man. Like I just, that to me, that's just it's just a recipe for disaster, man. Like there's no good will come out of that. Like, no good will come. That's like doing a seance. No good will come out of this.
Don't mention seance, but Robbie's on another tangent about how it's evil again.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's where we came from, the Pentagon. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All leaves were born upside down crosses, right, Robbie?
Right, and Ouija boards.
But yeah, that's my bit. Sorry.
All right, Robbie.
I don't have a number because, like I said, I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. As long as you're healthy and treating me right, I don't give a shit. Really.
That's the foundation.
I dig it. I dig it. Well, my thing is this. Again, I don't give a damn about your past number. I'm concerned with one number. If you in my face, the number needs to be 1. That's it.
That's
it.
Mm-hmm.
What if you talking about, whatever, whatever, we supposed to be serious, it's supposed to be this, that, and the third. That number needs to be 1. Now, if we decide that we're going to add to that or we're going to do whatever, then that's between you and I. However, that number needs to be 1 if you were, if it's in the current and present state. Now, what you did in your past, I wasn't there. Don't know how you got to that point. If you want to tell me, all right, cool. But not if I care about you or whatever, and you got some issues or whatever, and I care enough about you, I'm going to try to help support you and try to, help steer you in the direction of where you can get some help so you can heal. But as far as all that other ancillary nonsense, nah. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, in my soon to be 49 years of life, I have I've experienced a large gamut of females. And that's not me bragging or anything like that. I'm just saying that, and I'm not talking about sexually either or anything like that. I'm just saying that, I've come across a large number of females and had experiences with them, what have you. And some of them do come from very traumatic backgrounds. Some of them do come from situations that weren't good. You know what I mean? I, like maybe some of you, I grew up in the hood. And we know in the hood, as well as we learned a lot of good things, we learned a lot of bad things. We saw a lot of bad things happen. And a lot of bad things happened to those close to us. And we didn't know. We didn't know that until like later on. You know what I mean? Some girls that I went to high school with or whatever. You know what I mean? You find out later on the way that she was acting back in the day was because somebody was doing something to her or something happened to her or whatever. You know what I mean? And she didn't know how to process all that. And of course, back in the day, and even now, there wasn't a lot of resources available to handle those situations. I mean, it's more resources now, but back then, nah. And of course, back in the day, we were still operating on that. We're still operating under church rules, that whole thing of you just keep it all in house. You just keep it in house and, don't nobody talk about what goes on outside this house.
Just pray about it.
Yeah, just pray about it. Pray about it. It'll go away. It'll go away. It'll go away. Yeah, that whole type of thing.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You just pray about it and go away. But and you find out later on that there's so many lost souls that you've encountered that that have had things happen to them. You know what I mean? I share a quick story. Y'all know I came up playing basketball. That was my thing. You know what I mean? And I used to because my home life wasn't exactly ideal. I didn't grow up in the Cosby crib. It was chaotic. You know what I mean? And I used to sneak out of the crib at night, you know what I mean, to go to the park, to shoot. You know what I mean? I was in love with the game. Well, one night I'm out there in the park, you know what I mean? I'm out there doing my thing, whatnot. And I noticed some of the older guys, you know what I mean, they're away from me, but I could see them. And they got somebody with them. And that somebody was a chick from the neighborhood. And they were doing some things. They were running a train on Shorty. Right? You know what I mean? And and it was wild because like I saw who the girl was. You know what I mean? You know, she went to school with me or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And even in my young mind then, it was, you know, it's like I kind of felt sorry for her. You know what I mean? I kind of felt sorry for her. And now as an older man, you know what I mean? Because I saw her later on in life, whatnot. And you know, what I mean, you know, she, you know, life got better for her or whatnot. But you know, she had told me, you know, that you know, some family members, you know, used to do some, you know, pretty wicked things to her. And so that's why she was out there like that. You know what I mean? But you know, you know, I'll never forget that night because that was my first time ever seeing something like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, again, you never know what makes somebody who they are or what they were back then. And all of us got to pass. All of us got to pass. You know what I mean? You know, hell, if my wife knew it, you know, half of the shit that I got into or whatever, she might be like, you know what, let me get some divorce papers right now.
If you keep doing shows like this, you're gonna find out. No, I'm just bullshit.
You know, hey,
But
nothing, no.
But I want to say this to button up that last question, though. I do want to say this. And this is for like if somebody hears it or understands a young man come across as man. If someone is to share that type of information, and you know what, not even just for young men, for young women too. If someone is to share that information with you, you should never, ever use it against them.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes. Don't
Ever.
do that. Don't do that. That's one
Ever.
of the
So
worst
if
things
anybody
you ever
that
do.
don't know better than listen to this, do not do that. That is the difference between making somebody a hero and a villain.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to, that's how I was going to button up that particular question, man. Like if somebody
Oh
is
yeah.
they open enough to share something with you, you should never use that against them, ever.
I repeat, never, never. That's one of the worst things that you could do. You know,
True.
don't use it in an argument. Don't sit up there and be like, oh, well, that's why your uncle used to. Nah, no, 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 hell no, hell no. That's wrong. That
Yeah.
person told you that in confidence. They were vulnerable with you. They believed in you, and you turn around and you want to use it against them, or better yet, you violate their trust and you go and tell somebody else that they didn't tell, that they didn't, you know, that they weren't comfortable telling that information to. That's wrong. That's wrong. And people who do that, you deserve everything that comes to you, because you know that in and of itself, that just goes to show that you are a person of low morals and questionable character. But we all know that we have some people out there who do that. You know what I mean? And they'll lay in wait, and they'll act like, you know, they really there in your corner. And then they turn around as soon as you do something that they don't like. Next thing you know, they blasting your whole situation. You know, they blasting everything on social media. That, you know, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely a good point. All right. So, well, those were the three questions. Those were the three questions. Let's see if we got any questions from anybody that's watching right now. I don't know.
That agree.
Yeah, we got some people that agree.
Well,
We got some people that agree. Let's see here. See, we got some comments here. Uh, if I was asked that question, that would be a huge red flag for me. I don't know who said that. Again, this is why you all need to come on to the YouTube channel so we can actually your see your comments. I mean, you know what I mean? So we don't have to do it like this. You know what I
so I
mean?
got it over. That was Miss Kaiser.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Miss Kaiser. All right. But again, y'all bald-headed asses need to come on the YouTube channel.
Messing with my algorithm.
Exactly. The hell? Come on now. I'm 21. I am 21 subscribers away from 500. My birthday is in 2 weeks. Can y'all do that for me? You know, give me 21 subscribers.
You'll get it, dog.
Yeah, I get it. It's all good. I know. I'll get it. All right, we got another comment. People go through so much. If they trust you, that should be valued. Yes. Keyword, key two words. Should be valued.
That was Mr. G.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have some people who are not worth the paper that birth certificates were printed on. And yeah, I'll say that.
I think some people don't know what to value.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have enough, enough information or guidance to understand, what's really important. What's really important, right? So for some people it's money. For others, it's like I think Jim Rohn said, I think the best thing I could do is be part of someone's eulogy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that person gave up on me. I trusted that person. That person was there for me. There was always that encouragement. There was always that help. You know what I'm saying? They decided to lift up instead of put down. So like, but again, I guess I go back to those things because I still feel like our generation, especially the males, have an obligation to help young men understand this because they need to be leaders, but leadership is something bestowed upon, not just taken. So you have to develop those characteristics needed to do that. And without those, you know what I'm saying, it's just false platitudes. You know what I'm saying? You look like you're the champ, but you know what I'm saying? You can't take a hit.
Right. Paper champion.
Yeah.
And someone said, I actually thought I had subscribed. Well, did you hit the notification bell? You got to hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever whenever I drop these videos and all that other good stuff. I mean, I'm doing a giveaway when I get to 500 subscribers. I'm doing a giveaway. So, it would behoove y'all to actually get in on that, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. But that also leads me to segue into something else. I am happy that Miss Burkett is here tonight because you guys are going to be seeing more of her, right? Reason being is that she and I are going to do a different show starting tomorrow night called Safe Space, and we are going to be discussing things like this, right? And so I'm going to let her take it away, Miss Burkett.
I thought about safe space because I do a lot of interacting with men and women, mostly men. And overseas, it's a big thing because we're away from home and, relationships over there are crazy. So men want to figure out what are they doing wrong, what they should say, what they shouldn't say, or how to figure out a situation because they're absolutely clueless about how she's taking what he's saying. And so you have to give your partner a safe space to be able to come and talk to you. He shouldn't have to sugarcoat it or she shouldn't have to sugarcoat it, but just say what's on their mind. If something is bothering them, they should be able to come to you and not have to think, okay, is this going to turn to an argument? Somebody walking out the door, no, we're going to sit, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to figure it out. Because that's the problem with relationships, marriages, situationships. Nobody wants to talk about it. And then if they talk about it, you're getting half the truth because that person is concerned about that person's feelings. But I feel like when you're in a relationship, if we're going to talk, everybody put their feelings in their pockets and put truth on the table because that's the one thing that's going to stand. And if you can't handle what a person is saying, maybe you're not with the right person. Because before I say anything and I have a partner, I think about how if it was coming out of his mouth and he was saying it to me, how it would affect me. How would I feel? So that's what safe space is going to be about. Communicating, getting it right, or trying to get it right in relationships, friendships, situationships. Just learning how to communicate and talk to one another. And I like it for men because men, they carry so much weight when they leave out the door that when they come home, that weight should drop at the door. And when they come to you, you should be their safe space. No matter what he says, no matter what's going on, you take what you're dealing with and just put it to the side for a minute and listen to him, because he may not have had anybody to listen to him all day. And he may have a lot going on that he just want to get off his chest for 2 seconds. And so I just think we need to talk more about being each other's safe space when you're in a relationship.
That's
All
what's
In the
up.
bedroom too. We got some bedroom things to talk about.
We got all types of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, all types.
All types of stuff. But and we're gonna keep it 100 as we do, because this is
Absolutely.
No BS Allowed TV. And so, y'all make sure that y'all tune in. We are doing, what time are we doing it? Did we agree on time? Because I'm Eastern, you're Central. So
We're gonna do it your time. 8:30, the same time. Now that I know we have a time difference, I'll do it your time.
all right. So tomorrow night, 9:00. All right, be here. All right, we'll be doing our first episode of Safe Space, and I'm really glad that Miss Berger came along and she gave me that idea, because let's just be real, especially for men, and I'm not trying to be biased here, but I am a man, so I got I have to say things from a man's perspective. Nobody gives a damn really about how men think or feel in most instances. As long as you are providing or producing,
Mhm.
then that's when you're going to get some semblance of acknowledgement, or some semblance of care. But for the most part, unless it's somebody that's close to you, like your mother, your sister, or someone like that, the world doesn't so much give a damn about men. And like Ms. Perkins said, men do carry a lot of weight, and they don't know where to put it down. And all men want to be able to just put it down, like my grandfather used to say. All you just want to be able to, you know,
Exhale.
relax your shoulders,
Yeah.
because as soon as you go out your door, you gotta, what I
Yeah.
mean. So when you get done fighting the world and you get done whatever, you don't want to have to come home and still have to continue that fight. You don't want to have to do that. And so what we are going to provide with Safe Space is alternatives to the norm. And
Correct.
I believe you guys will enjoy it. I know you will enjoy it. You ain't got nothing else going on.
You don't know what the hell I'm doing. No, I'm just joking.
Right.
I got a lot going on. What, baby? We ain't got nothing going on. We ain't got nothing going on.
Right, we ain't got nothing going on. Ain't got nothing going on. Yeah,
I would like to say on that. I do think that's an awesome topic. Probably definitely needed. I'll say this on my behalf. One of the, I think, skills that has helped me to be a better man and husband to my wife is active listening. So for the guys out there, I would strongly suggest, I'd say on the show, if y'all can, I would say I would go over that with them, and understanding that, active listening is basically your ability to be a mirror to whom you love, right? They want to know that you're listening intently, not just hearing. They want to know that you're listening so you can respond, so they can respond to you, so you can have an understanding. And if you start doing that, all of a sudden they start to act listening to you as well. So I want to put that out there. I think that is a real, I won't say talent, but it has helped me in my marriage and actually in my profession too, to be an active listener. So if you're listening, I don't know what it is about listening. You tend to, if you seek it, you'll find understanding. And then you become, if in a relationship, you want to mirror each other. So if you mirror respect and understanding, you'll get that right back. And like they both just mentioned, I can't think of something more important that a man needs after a day, just really kicking his ass in a lot of different ways. And for the few men who at times get it, the light of gratitude is extremely brief, gentlemen. But such is life. So, but if you're with somebody, no matter their body count, that appreciates you, you might find that light a little bit more often. So
Right, right,
I'll put it that way.
right. And as
But
long as
I look forward to the show. I look forward to the show.
oh yeah, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. You know what I mean? And so all y'all tune in. We're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be doing it every Saturday night. With the exception, with the exception of next week, because I'm going to be traveling next weekend. So but we'll address all that. But anyway, you know what I mean, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun as we usually do. Tonight's show has been awesome, man, and we really chopped up some some good game here. Stop worrying about people's body counts, especially when all that happened before you. He or she was with somebody before you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They may have been into a few things or whatever and all that. And cool. That's how they know to do that thing that you like. So I mean, hey, it's what it is. You know what I mean? Now, long as they are doing right by you. Now, if they're not doing right by you, then it don't matter what their body count is. You got bigger problems. You just need, you are with somebody who is, who doesn't value you, and they are showing you by doing what it is they're doing. So, hey, as long as you guys, as long as that person is, when you are with them, you're in your situation and it's just you two. All right, that's the only number that matters. Now, if you want to do something different, God bless you, whatever. However, all that other stuff, man, y'all quit worrying about that, man. Start worrying about that. All right, Miss Burkett, any last words?
Thank you for having me. That's what I want to say the most. Thank you for having me.
And I thank you for coming on. And also, fellas, Miss Burkett is actually single. You know what I mean? And
Don't do that.
She's single.
Don't
And
do that.
hey, look, check it out. Check it out, fellas. She's single. You know what I mean?
Uh-uh.
She's saying
No. Hell to the no.
yeah, she's saying,
No.
and check it out, man. And look, y'all already see her, right? Y'all see her, but short, hey, yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah, the cakes are, the cakes are there, man. I'm just saying, you might want, but you gotta have your
That's
shit
wrong.
together, though. You gotta have your shit together. Don't be coming at her and everything, and you still living with your mama and all that. Nah, she ain't on that. She ain't on that. None of that. Don't be coming dusty. I'm just saying. If you ashy, don't be trying to get at her.
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
you didn't expect to get.
That's what we're doing, huh? We're doing that. Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
I don't need help. I don't need help.
I'm trying to help. Look. Hey, assist. I mean, you run the break. I get you. Anyway, we'll wrap about it.
That was terrible.
You really didn't help how Robbie feel about Libras on that
See,
one.
thank you, Miss Robbie. Thank you.
I am trying to help. I'm trying to help. I mean, I'm saying, trying to help.
Who said I needed help? Who said I needed help? That's what I'm saying.
You may not need help, but think about it like this. If you were in a recording studio right now, you making a song, and then Prince happened to show up and wanted to record something with you, are you going to tell him to get the hell out?
You're not Prince.
No, I'm a lot taller. Anyway, are you going to tell him to get the hell out?
Absolutely not. You're going to record with Prince.
All right. Well, then,
you're correct.
There you go. All right. Now we're working. Now we're cooking with gas here. All right. There we go.
That's not a good analogy.
It is. It is. It is, because I say so.
He did not ask for your jokey ass help. No. No.
My help.
Like
my
that.
advice, look, listen here. People pay for my advice, woman. What are you talking about?
No, they don't.
They do. They pay for my advice. What are you talking about?
Wait a minute now. Wait. Let's just calm down. We just focusing on the negative.
Right.
What if Philip saying what he said? Open up the gates to somebody in the inbox. I don't know, 6'4", 6'5", 275, bitching 445. Want to see what's going on in Central Eastern Time. I mean, it could work out.
It could.
Y'all stop dwelling on the negative.
Right.
Now,
I'm not okay.
It
So
can
let me
also
say
end
this
up
about me.
unnecessary salami solicitation, but
I promise I'm not focusing on the negative, but I can tell you this. I am not the easiest person for somebody to get to know because of the BS and the foolishness and the, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
yeah,
So that's why I save them
if
the
they didn't
trouble.
pick up if they didn't pick up on that from this, I don't think they will. I can
Right,
be
right.
honest.
I mean, they should, they
There's
see
something
that's the
about the
first thing.
conversation you share with
They
us would have us believe yeah.
exactly. They
Yeah.
got to be smart enough to know. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I can't come. I can't come half stepping. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that over there. See,
Not
they got to be able to process information.
A
Real
lot of
quick.
it. A lot of it.
See.
Look at he helping again.
I am the safe space. Now that I can tell you, I'm the safe space.
I am
If you're not my safe space or my peace, don't inbox, don't DM, don't none of it. Cause I ain't with it. Not at
Right,
all.
right. Don't be asking for no feet pics. None of that. Don't do that.
It's cold.
Make sure you have it together.
It's cold in them streets.
Yeah, don't make sure you have it together. You know what I'm saying? Come on, don't be coming half stepping.
That is terrible. Okay. Thank you so much for doing that. That's wonderful.
See, ladies, I'm here for you. I'm trying to help.
Don't do that again. Please
Trying to
don't
help.
do that again.
I mean, now some
No.
of you ladies, I wouldn't do that for because y'all,
Don't do it. Don't say it.
y'all interesting.
Don't say don't.
Y'all interesting.
Don't.
And we'll leave it at that.
You're 21 away. Don't.
Oh, okay, all right.
you just ask for help. Close him out.
Anyway, aside from tomorrow, where they will see you on Safe Space, Miss Burkett, where else can the good people find you?
No place.
No.
No place. This is it.
This is it. All right. This is it.
I love you. Be safe. This is it. They can't see me no place. No place. I don't have no kind of social media. Nothing. This is it. Next.
So don't go looking.
All right. Don't go looking.
Don't go look. Do not send friend requests. I do not accept them. Just so you know. Will not accept. Go on. Let's move forward.
Move around.
There we go, Miss Robbie. Let's move forward.
Yeah. You have to be properly vetted first. You got to go through a series of things. So just got to know that up front. But all right, S. Dot. What any last words?
Senor. Nah, man. As always, man. Honored to jump on here with you, man. We go back a ways. So like always an honor to jump on here with you, man. I appreciate everything you're doing, the content that you're putting out. Unfortunately, my relaunch keeps getting pushed back. Looking like the 16th of this month. So I will say this: if you're interested in some solution-based dialogue that may help you within your community, move some things around, you have a heart after children and people who have to deal with social workers and social services, come check us out starting on the 16th of this month. Me and my partner, Larry Rencher, we do Southern Surface where we based on solution-based dialogue, and we have an interesting perspective on things due to both of us being male case managers in that world, which is extremely rare. Black male case managers in that world. That's like finding a white Bengal tiger in a Piggly Wiggly with a butter knife. It's extremely rare. So like we talk about the things that we've seen that we can't talk about, illegally, and solutions we seek to try to put out there to try to help young men our age and younger men too. So we try to throw that all in there and try to put that out there. So on the 16th, you guys can check us on Subsurface Surface. We are on YouTube, so please stop by. Other than that, it was a pleasure being here with you. You know what? It was one topic, but I think it really kind of branched out to some different things. Now I'm hoping anybody sees it down the line will get something out. They'll get something out of one of the conversations we had here. So I think that's awesome. So again, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, most definitely. And speaking of the Piggly Wiggly, I'm sure that if you were looking for a white Bengal tiger holding a butter knife and Piggly Wiggly, you can go ahead and holler at Buford. If y'all remember a couple of months back, y'all remember who Buford is. Robbie knows who Buford is. Yeah, he there. He's still there. He's still there. He's still doing his thing. He might be able to help you.
They gonna drag you, Buford. No, I'm just
Yeah, but if y'all in the area, y'all down there in Alabama, go on ahead and the Piggly Wiggly, holler at Buford. You know what I mean? He may not actually work there anymore. He just may just be just there all the time, but he'd be able to help
I'm doing big things.
Right. He might be out in the parking lot just talking to himself, but he'll help you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. All right. Last but certainly not least, Miss Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Last words and where they can find you.
Words. Libra still is fond of Satan.
This is an outrage.
Even with your last words,
right?
You gotta take the knife and just turn it just a little bit off.
I have to be me.
Just all types of disrespect.
I have to keep it. That's just the facts. Libras is still respond to Satan. We should have. If that's the point. Yes, and I would definitely be tuning into Safe Space tomorrow because I've been to many of folks' safe space. Hell, I've been peaked other times too. I'll be tuning in, and you can find me on Facebook. You can check out my 2 different groups. I got a group of skincare and makeup and all that good stuff, and then I have a group for all your sexual and health needs, and your lingerie. Yeah, which one is called Caribbean Glam and Glow, and the other is Romance and Rejuvenation. Yeah.
And I will add to that, fellas, y'all see my beard, right? Ladies, y'all see the beard, right? All right, see it's nice and all that. Well, Robbie has the beard oil, and this stuff is good. See, you see that, right? Nice and lubricated and all that. See, fellas, so you don't want your beard to be ashy. You need to go ahead and holler at Robbie, get that beard oil. And also get some of them fragrances. Those fragrances that she has are dope. So y'all need to definitely check that out. A lot of y'all running around here smelling like winter clothes been in the basement. And
well, be careful if you're Libra. Apparently, Robbie gonna put holy water in there. And you'll
right,
probably burn it there because she
right.
Since you're a Libra and you're spawn of Satan.
Right.
Be careful out there.
Yeah. All Libras, if you buy products from Robbie, make sure that you check it out.
Use a crucifixion.
First. Yeah, use a crucifixion, something.
You need some more?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I do. I'm gonna get with you about that. But yeah,
it's a holy water just for you. Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. But seriously,
I'm not asking that. It'll probably be laced with cyanide.
But in all serious, definitely holler at Robbie. Fellas, ladies, also, get all your good products and all that. She definitely got that for you. So, and someone hold on. I'm putting this up here now. It says Robbie, leave the air signs alone. That's right.
All air problem with Libras. Simple.
It's an air sign.
It's an air sign.
And with all the air signs, I just have a problem with Libras.
It's so disrespectful. I just don't understand it. Anyway, moving on.
Didn't come from the then we wouldn't have a problem,
Right. Okay. All right. All right.
I hope you get poked with your bra wire. How about that? Since I'm the devil, how about that?
Right. Yeah, That's a good one. Yeah, definitely a good one. Let's see here.
Still love you, Robbie.
See, someone said that they had copped your beard oil before, so you already know how it works. You already know that it's good. And they said they're about to get something else. So whoever that is, shout out to you. Make sure you double up on the beard oil. You know what I mean? Show your girl some love. And we have one person here who wants to know your sign, Robbie.
I'm a Pisces.
Hello. Oh, excuse me. Me too.
Hey, you see, that's how we get along. Hey,
Boo.
hater.
Absolute. Absolute hater.
What?
May both of y'all get stuck upstream swimming. That's how I'm feeling.
Oh God.
That's
Y'all are
How
how
you
I'm feeling.
look at that?
I hope that y'all get some of the best rest that you've ever gotten in your life. If somebody just come in your room and just say, "Hey, wake up and go sleep."
Y'all are bad.
Soon as you turn over, like how you turn over, you really get ready to get off into that. You know what I mean? As soon as that happens, somebody says, "Hey, wake up and go sleep."
May y'all get caught by every yellow light on y'all way to work when y'all late. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, I want all the left batteries all the electronics in both of y'all houses just to disappear.
You're doing a show with two Pisces. That was God working.
That's what happened. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I hope a confused crackhead take the mercury out of y'all air conditioners.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. Like if it's got to be a spawn of Satan, I might want to do devilish shit. So like I hope a confused crackhead find his way to take the mercury out of your thermometer. That's what I hope.
Well, I've never dealt with a Libra, so I can't. I don't know nothing about Libras at all.
They're the fun of
Libras are the goats. They are the greatest of all time. That's all you need to know.
no, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Libra delusional. How about that?
No, we're not. I hope that all your television programs are the same, and they cut off as soon as you get off into watching them, they just cut off. No matter what channel you turn it on, it's the same program. It just cut off.
Oh boy, y'all are something else.
He just don't want to admit that he was blessed with greatness. That's all it is.
Yeah, I was born a Libra.
No.
He said he liked Pisces, by the way. I just want to throw that in there.
I like Pisces. I do. My brother was a Pisces. God bless the dead. I don't have anything against Pisces. Yeah, but this Robbie here, she has Libras, and we ain't done nothing to nobody. You know what I mean?
I told him I like him, but I don't like your sign. That if you were a different sign, you would have been perfect. Perfect. I promise you. Yeah.
I'm perfect because I'm me. Hello.
Like different sign, you would have been perfect. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything.
Yeah.
May your gel polish expire the moment you leave in the nail salon.
Oh God. Y'all are terrible.
May your oxtails have scoliosis.
Oh.
Y'all are terrible.
I hope your neighbor that got dementia keep coming over in the middle of the night doing this James Brown impression.
Wow. It's not my fault you was blessed with greatness, P.
Exactly. I'm me.
Oh, no.
I'm me.
You're the Satan. Don't do this.
Just wrong. Anyway, y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know where y'all can find me. At your mama's house. No.
It's a head.
Not there. Not there.
Mama.
See what I'm saying? And he said he's good.
Hey, mama know a thing or two. You know what I mean? Just saying.
I tell you one thing, don't let them near our inheritance.
Right.
Funny.
But I will be here tomorrow doing safe space, so y'all definitely tune in. In the meantime, between time, y'all know y'all can find me in the group and all that. Yeah, but please don't hop in my inbox because I don't like y'all like that.
I hope everybody hop in your inbox, like everybody,
no,
strangers and everybody. Yes, I do.
No. Let's just not do that.
All the people, go talk to him. He enjoys talking. He just tell them tales.
Everybody.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
He enjoys socializing.
And I've been receiving an influx of nudes, and they're not tasteful. They're not sexy. Please keep the flapjacks and the roast beef to yourself. I don't want that. I mean, it's all love. All right, it's cool. All right,
They need
cool.
love. They want some peace.
No, I'm cool. I mean, there's plenty of brothers that that will enjoy that, but that's just not me. That's what I mean. Come on now. Let's do better. Let's do better. I don't want any of that. Let's just be cool.
That's just black me talking.
Whatever. But
gravity is not your friend.
Yeah, gravity is not your friend.
For those who send those photographs, I'm just saying, like, gravity's not your friend. Don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Just come on. Get a hold of yourself.
You knew. You knew.
Yeah.
You knew when y'all said y'all knew. You knew.
Right. Some of y'all chasing lingerie, you know what I mean, whatever, or what appears to be lingerie is whack as hell.
If I find out y'all son fill up a picture with you in your slip, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Miss Myrtle need not be in my inbox with trying to show me
y'all are terrible.
that she want me to come neck balls and chill. That's not cool. I don't want that.
Get her right.
Say what?
Tell her come talk to me and I'll get her right.
Yeah. No, she need to get right for Willie Earl. She don't need to get right for me. No, I'm cool. I am good. No, I'm good. Don't want to be seeing all that.
Nobody wants to see all that. No, let me stop.
Right. Come on now. Have some self-respect. Damn. That's all I'm saying. But I'll be in the group, you know what I mean, and we and if you're watching this and you haven't joined the group, you really should. Again, you ain't got nothing else going on. So you should join the group and maybe make a friend or two or whatever. But
unless you're Libra.
Especially Libras, we good people.
Cool.
Ain't got enough of those. Don't need no more.
Whatever.
I'm finna go, but you know what, Rob? I tell you what.
That's not
just disrespectful. Just so much disrespect. So much disrespect.
I hope your next plantains taste like black licorice. I'm gone, man. I'm out.
Did somebody just say Lord Pisces?
Exactly, like who that is.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who it is. Let me see.
Go log in. Go see.
Let's see who it is.
Say, that's hurtful. That's so hurtful. Lord, that's hurtful. Just saying. That's what I'm asking. What does that mean? Lord Pisces, and they put all them D's on the end. Oh,
and then the ass off with all the O's. Like Yo,
Oh,
Good
that was brother Tara L. That's brother Tara L.
he hate.
And
He a whole
and
Gemini. Why he hating?
I don't know, you know. And Mary McGee says we are the best. Yes, Libras are the best. Shout out to you,
Oh,
Libra gang in the
Fine,
building. And lastly,
fine. Mm-mm.
says air signs are the goat. I won't say Libras are the goat, but y'all in the family. That's that's Tara L because he's a Gemini and Geminis love Libras. It's just what it is.
One of my best Gemini, so I like Geminis. Okay, but
ooh,
Libras,
Geminis are they're great people. I can't say anything wrong about Geminis. They are interesting
your
individuals.
face. You were like,
Yeah, they are. They're interesting individuals and all that. And
they'll
yeah,
put you in the orange jumpsuit too.
well, you just gotta ignore them. You gotta
Oh,
ignore them when they be on their foolishness. You know what I mean?
yeah, because they be on it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely it's all love, except for Taurus's, Taurus and
I were better
mhm,
than man. Like, dang, you hating on my whole sign. I never hated on Gemini. Damn.
yeah. Well, I have a prejudice against Taurus. I don't rock with them like that. I don't do that. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Much love to everybody. We about to go ahead and wrap this thing up, y'all. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we will be back. We will be back here. Myself and Miss Burkett will be back here, back doing the safe space tomorrow, and then
Yes.
after that, we'll be back the weekend of the. We'll be back the weekend of the 20th because I have to travel next weekend. So, but it's
Really.
all good. Yeah. So we're gonna take a little week break, but but anyway, y'all just tune in to Safe Space tomorrow. Thank you all for showing up, and as always, two fingers equals peace. Thank you, ladies, and
Take care.
all right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
All right.